Hello guys, Rollabout1 here, coming at you with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video, and in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, we are going to be doing the future of Yu-Gi-Oh, a segment on my channel where we look at decks, archetypes, anything coming out later on in the game, review them, read them, see how good they are going to be, and just do a general discussion on them. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at the new Mysterune archetype. Now, I've looked at some of the, art of this archetype, and it's very synonymous to a certain archetype that came out a while back called the Generators, so I definitely think this archetype has something to do with that plot-wise, but from the looks of it, it is a very cool archetype just because it's a first-person shooter archetype where every card is pretty much just based around you as the player being in the card, like any first-person shooter game, first-person fighter, fantasy game, anything along those lines, which actually looks kind of cool, and I want to read these cards to see what kind of archetype it's going to be. So let's go ahead, go through this archetype, see what the cards can do, and hopefully see some really cool new cards. So, first one is a field spell, okay, and this is Spring of the Mysterune. Field spell. You can only activate one Mysterune quick play spell from your hand during your opponent's turn. Oh, so you can well, I said only, but you can just activate one quick play spell from your hand during your opponent's turn. That's actually pretty decent. It has to be a Mysterune strip quick play spell, so it'll depend on how good the actual Mysterune spells are, but that's not half bad, to be honest. Just having the ability to just play a quick play spell from your hand, pretty decent. But what's its second effect? Once per turn, if you activate a Mysterune quick play spell, you can target up to 3 Mysterune quick play spell cards in your graveyard, place them on the bottom of your deck in any order, then draw that many cards. Oh! Wait. That's literally Pot of Greed but better. No, it's Pot of Avarice but better. Okay. And the fact that you can just activate one, shuffle one back, because it says once per turn if you target up to, you can target up to 3 Mysterune quick play spells. It means you can just target one, draw one. That's kind of like a bit of an infinite recursion engine right there. That's not bad. Like, how good this field spell is on paper, not the best, because obviously you have to search it, you also have to fill up the graveyard, but once this gets going, you're getting a lot of advantage. Just for the fact that, activate one, shuffle away 3, draw 3. Like, you could draw any combination of cards there, which is just absolutely insane. Well, the field spell seems pretty decent to me, and the fact that you can use one during your opponent's turn means you can draw cards during your opponent's turn as well. So if you do get drawn and lock birded, it means you have some synergy there where you can just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to activate this on your turn so that I can still draw cards, which is actually kind of nice. So, not a bad card whatsoever. I really do like this card. It's not bad. Next, now guys, this is what I'm talking about. This guy right here is the level 4 Generate monster. He's wearing the same cloak, he's got the red bands, he's got everything there that reminds me of the literal Generate monster that says you can contribute one Generate monster to special summon Generate from your deck. I can't remember the card it's called, I think it's like Generate Disciple or something, but that card looks exactly like him, and that's why I think this archetype is the same thing. But what does this do? So this is Deceit of the Mysterune. Continuous spell. You can only control one Deceit of the Mysterune. Each time a quick spell is activated, banish the top card of your opponent's deck. Huh? So, a continuous spell that says activate card, banish top card. If these spells aren't hard once per turn, that could be a problem. I don't know. I'm not liking the look of it. And it's each time you activate a quick play spell. So it's just not a Mysterune spell. It's any quick play spell. That's a bit good. That's a bit too good for my liking. In Sky Striker, that's going to be very strong. Just as in general floodgate plus getting rid of opponent's combo pieces. Like that's a bit scary right there. Deceit of the Mysterune is a pretty decent card. Okay, next is Point of the Mysterune. Okay, so you got like your fantasy sword here, you got a level up tree. Makes sense. Okay, so fantasy archetype right there. Okay, so first effect, and is this a quick play spell? This is a quick play spell. So I should have just read it, it's on the screen. So first effect, add one Mysterune card from your deck to your hand except Point of Mysterune, then banish the top card of your opponent's deck. Yo, you're telling me On top of having a continuous spell that does that, you also have this that can just do that. Like, you're banishing so many. This is a mill deck. This is a mill deck. Konami have made a mill deck. Okay. What's this second effect do? So summon one Mysterune monster from your extra deck to the extra monster zone. Its first effect is activate one of these effects. Skip your next battle phase after this card resolves. So it's got a restriction on it where you can only activate one of them, but it also has a restriction on it that says you skip your next battle phase. Now, that's interesting for the fact that you're giving up a battle phase to add a card, / banish a card, or you're giving up your battle phase to, well, special summon a Mysterune monster from your extra deck. And I'm curious to see what Mysterune monsters are in the extra deck, because I only saw a few of these cards, because I didn't want to be spoiled for the video. But that's kind of interesting there. So, yeah, what's the second one? So we've got a quick play spell card. This is one with a gun. Okay, that looks like something from Destiny. Alright. And he's fighting, what is that, a Starry Night monster or something? That's not a generator. But Mysterune of the Brilliant Flame. So this is, you can only activate one card of this card's name per turn, activate one of these effects, skip your next battle phase. Okay, so everyone skips the next battle phase from the looks of it. Interesting. First effect. So one opponent special summon monster, destroy it, then banish the top 2 cards of that. This card banishes 2 cards? This deck is a mill. Konami, why are you making a mill deck? Why? A banished mill deck is still a mill deck. Okay, so summon one Mysterune monster from your extra deck to the extra monster zone. Okay, so they all seem to have that additional effect that says you can special summon one from your extra deck. But why are you making a mill deck? Konami, please. Please. Like, this with, like, Ghost Trick Skeleton, like, you could literally just put this in a Ghost Trick deck, put a ton of Ghost Tricks on the board, activate these, mill your opponent out. And I know Ghost Tricks aren't the best example here, but, like, that's what this deck is built to do. It's built to banish the top cards of your opponent's deck, and they lose because they have no cards left. That's what I'm seeing here. And that is just stupid. That's actually stupid. Alright, what's next? So, we've got Mysterune of Destruction. I like the little characters there, they look nice. So you can activate one card of this name per turn, activate one of these effects, skip your next battle phase, just like the rest. Target one spell card your opponent controls, destroy it, then banish the top 4. Why can you banish 4 now? What the? He's got gauntlets as well, so this is obviously the final. But you're telling me it goes from 1 to 2 to 4? It's doubling every time. It's literally doubled every time. Okay. Okay, Konami, seriously. This is a bit mental. Why are you making such high banish cards? Alright, so special summon one Mysterune monster from your extra deck as well as part of its fate, just like the rest. This is actually scaring me. This is scaring me a bit. Alright, so this is Mysterune of Dispel. So he's casting a spell, he's using magic. Of course, he can be a wizard as well. So, same effects, you can only activate 1 per turn, and also you can only activate one of these effects and skip your next battle phase. So, if your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand, except during the draw phase, discard one random card from their hand, then banish the top 2 cards of their deck. Whew! I was thinking I was going to go to 8 for a second, and I'm like, nah, Konami, chill. But yeah, so this is probably going to be one of the worst ones. And I know what people are thinking. You're discarding a random card from your opponent's hand, so if they have like one card, then you're discarding the card they search. But you gotta remember, this card doesn't do anything and it doesn't hit the card they search, so it's still going to be an issue there. So it's not like you're helping them too much, which is a problem. But nonetheless, we'll keep seeing what they do. So discard one card at random and then banish 2 cards, and then it's also special summons a Mysterune from the extra deck. Alright, next one. The bow and arrow. Okay, interesting. Let's see what we got. Mysterious Rune of the Freezing Curse. Okay. You can only activate one of the effects, skip your next battle phase, once per turn. Target one effect monster your opponent controls, negates effects until the end of this turn, then banish the top 3. Konami! Chill. Seriously. You need to calm down. This is a bit mad how you're banishing some with 1, some with 2, some with 3, some with 4. That's a lot of cards that you're banishing from your opponent's deck. Meaning, you're making a complete mill deck that will just flatten most decks. you banish the top cards of their deck, and they lose because they have no cards left. Like, that's stupid. This is actually really stupid right now. How you're doing so much, and this is clearly a control deck, guys. I'm not even gonna say it's not, because having the ability to just negate things, destroy things, and then just be like, yeah, you're banishing some cards from your deck as well. That is dumb. That is absolutely insane what I'm seeing here, and I can't believe it. And it also has the effect to special summon Mysterune, of course. So the next one, that is the generate boss monster, I'm pretty sure, so that's cool. And he has a harp this time, so he's a bard now. Okay. But this is Mysterune of Slumber. Quick effect, quick space spell, only one, and give you a battle phase / can only have one effect. Target one face-up monster on the field, apply this effect to it, then banish the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. Once applied this turn, that monster cannot attack. Also, the next time it would be destroyed by a battle or card effect, it is not destroyed. Okay, so it's like when you're hit by the sleep spell, you instantly wake up, because obviously your hit points probably didn't hit 0, so you're going to wake up and then you're going to be able to do damage. So kind of cool. Very scared how it just keeps going 3 to 2 to 3 to 2, but I digress, we'll continue. Also, this has the same effect, especially one from the extra deck. And now all the females have rings. Okay, he's given all the females rings. That might be a storage box. Okay, so Mysterune of the Golden Droplets. Okay. Quick play spell. Your opponent draws 1 card, then banishes the top 4 cards of their deck. So I'm decking my opponent out more, because not only do I give them a draw, but I banish 4. So yes, you're negging to plus your opponent, but at the same time, they're banishing 4 cards. So did you truly neg? Now, I'm going to be honest, guys. At the end of the day, you're going to use this card when they've got, like, nothing left in the deck. Like, you're going to use this to special summon the Mysterune monster from your extra deck instead of actually using it to give your opponent a free draw, because that's just going to neg you at the end of the day. But another card that banishes the top 4, this is a bit mad. I'm not going to lie. This archetype is a bit crazy when you really think about it. Like, come on. And now he's got me on it, okay, Force Hammer, and it looks like he's got like Dust Tornado, or is that Typhoon or something? Mysterune of the Raging Storm. Okay. Banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck equal to the number of cards they control. Okay. Okay. So you're telling me you can banish up to 12 cards from your opponent's deck at once? Up to 12 cards. Konami. Now, I'm going to be honest. This is never going to hit 12. Most decks nowadays do not play that much background. Unless you get PK. PK, you could feasibly hit 10. But, guys, this card says as soon as your opponent hits at least 4 or 5, you're banishing 5 extra cards. That's mad. How are you giving a mill deck, any mill deck in the game, because this isn't restricted. This is not a restricted archetype in any way, shape, or form. You can play these cards in any deck. You're giving the ability to create mill decks in 2022. To mill out your opponent's entire deck. Konami, I'm sorry. Who's hurt you? Who hurt you, Konami? Because this is not right. This is a mill deck strategy. This is... I don't know what to think, Konami. Why have you brought Mill back? Why? Like, just who hurt you? Did we do something wrong? Do you want to hit us as players? Because I'm just seeing a Mill deck. Okay, I'm gonna continue. So it's still special summons a rune monster and everything like that. And the first extra deck monster we have. Okay, so this is Munin, Wing of the Mysterune. Okay, level 3 Light Fairy effect monster, 0 attack, 2000 defense. 2 Mysterune monsters to make. So it looks like they're only fusion monsters, so I doubt they're actual monsters. But first effect, if this card is special from the extra deck, you can discard 1 card and 1 Mysterune continuous spell from your deck to your hand. Okay, so there's only 1 continuous spell that you can feasibly add, because there's only 1, but still, you can add it. Second effect, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Mysterune cards / or set cards you control, quick event you can banish this card and gain the activation if you do destroy that card. Okay. Okay, so problem. This says targets, So you can't protect your back row from stuff like Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, things like that. But, you know what? With a mill deck strategy, I'm not going to hate it. I'm not going to hate it. You know why? Konami made a mill deck strategy. I don't want them to have protection from Harpy's Feather Duster. So, you know what? Good. Third effect. Once per turn during each end phase, gain 1,000 life points. Okay, so it's got a little bit of life gain there as well to give you more time to mill your opponent out. Konami, who hurt you, man? I need to know. But yeah, so pretty much this card is just a free search for the continuous spell to banish more cards, and also just somewhat of protection to, you know, stop your opponent from killing your back row with specific card targeting spells. So it's not bad, it's just not something I would want to exist because it's a mill deck, but I get why Konami have made something like this, because obviously the back row control deck strategy makes sense to have it. But yeah, let's continue on, and the next fusion monster is Jerry Fangs of the Mysterune. I don't even think we've seen a wolf in any of this. Like, this one's been in a lot of them. Have we seen a wolf? I don't think we have. Where's the wolf? No, don't see a wolf. Oh, so there's a wolf, but there's no wolf in the artwork. Maybe there'll be another card then with the wolf in it. Okay, so as I said, Fangs of the Mysterune. Level 4 Dark Fusion Effect monster. 1,000 defense, 2 mystery monsters to make. First effect, if this card is special summon from your extra, you can target one non-quick play mystery spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay, so you can recycle the field spell, the continuous spell, just recyclability. Pretty good. Nice. I like to have recyclability. Second effect, cannot be destroyed by card effects, protection from that. I mean, it's got 1,000 defense, so it doesn't really mean much, but hey, 1,000 defense is 1,000 defense, and protection from destruction from card effects is still good. When this card is destroyed by battle, okay, makes sense why it has that now. You target one card on the field, destroy it. I don't think it's that great. It's not the worst, but not the best in my opinion. So anything else, and that seems to be it. So yeah, my thoughts on this archetype in general are, Konami, why have you created a mill deck that is 2020 viable, or 2022 viable, and who hurt you to make this happen? Who made you want to make every good mill deck viable again? Because this, in any control strategy, is good. This in Sky Striker will be great. This in mill decks over the board will be great. This in so many different archetypes could be abused in so many different ways. And the fact that you've given this deck so much different effects to apply. Like, you've got this, target one effect on the player, make it unable to attack. That's not bad in general, and it mills cards. You've got this one that says negate a monster effect. It's a quick play spell, so you know what? You can negate any monster effect and then just banish the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. This card is going to replace Forbidden Chalice, in my opinion. Sure, you lose your next battle phase, but guess what? You're going to banish more cards from your opponent's deck, giving you more advantage. And also, you can special summon one of the extract monsters, so it's like you're getting some free advantage there. It's like, well, like what is it? What are the levels? So you got a level 3, you got a level 4. Every one of these cards is an instant fusion. Every rank 4 deck could play this. Any archetype that plays rank 4 toolbox, or even rank 3 toolbox, I could play this in PK. I could play this in PK. Banish a few cards from my opponent's deck, get a level 3 extender, go into Cherubini. Like, in all honesty, this archetype is absolutely insane. Just having the ability, like, look, your opponent has cards from their deck to their hand. Discard a random card. Banish up 2. It's not the best, but you're still banishing cards. Like, this archetype in general is absolutely insane. And in all honesty, guys, I cannot think why Konami would make this archetype. Like, seriously, I feel like we did something wrong, and this is them punishing us. Having the ability to make mill decks viable is not a good thing. You have the ability to recycle cards and then draw 3 cards to give you more, well, banish cards to banish your opponent more. And it's just like, Konami, why? just why? Why are you doing this? But guys, that is honestly all I have to say about this. Like, it's a mill deck, it's a banish deck. The artwork is very cool, don't get me wrong. Like, you've got generate themes in here, you've got like level tree and skill tree, you've got like actual combat. Like, this is a first person shooter right here, which is actually pretty cool. You've got like gauntlets boxing, like you've got all sorts of different things in here that is really cool, and I would love to see an actual game around it or a story around it. But in all honesty, this is dumb. And I think Konami have made a very stupid archetype here, and could possibly be one of the next best archetypes in the game. So, guys, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and guys, let's make Konami a bit happier so they don't do this to us again, because I don't really want to see more mill decks in the game. Or burn decks. If they start bringing burn decks fire ability again, there's going to be a problem. But guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tell me what your thoughts are on this archetype in the comments section below, and later on. Robert1, signing out.